ambitious, and 4 or 5 days in, we have probably 70% of what our offense will be. Now, it's not game specific to Memphis yet or anything like that, but I was a little nervous about that with so many freshmen going to be in a 2 deep, but we're trying to force feed it, and they're handling it pretty well.
I mean, speaking of those freshmen, how's the backup quarterback situation playing out?
It's playing out. We have 3 of them that are really battling for the second spot. I'm not even close to being determining who that's going to be, and it might be a couple weeks into the season. But I like all 3 of them. All 3 of them have done a pretty good job so far, and we haven't been live with them. I'm debating whether I'm going to have them live at all, during camp. But at some point, it probably would help to do that.
What have you thought of Matt's progress through the first week of camp or so?
It's been good. Matt, one thing about Matt, he loves to play. He's eager to learn. He makes a few mistakes, and that's sometimes I got to remember he hasn't played a whole lot either. He's a redshirt freshman, so there's some of that experience that we still got to get, and then he's still learning a new system. But he gets a little bit better every day, and I'm really confident that Matt could have a really good year for us.
You've been pleased with what you've seen with some of the freshman tackles. I know depth's a little slim there.
Yeah, because of injury, even a couple of veterans who are a little banged up, whatever, all those freshmen, with the exception of Darius, are getting a lot of reps, and a lot of them, I think this whole second unit might be true freshmen. It's kind of scary when you're looking at that, but it's a really good group. Jax Bignell's got his work cut out for him, because the freshmen, you got to teach them fundamentals and a scheme. And, when you're upperclassmen, they usually have the fundamentals down. With a young guy, you got to do both. And so he's working them hard, and it's a good group of guys.
How's your competition at running back going?
It's good. Scotty's a proven guy. He's still got to get in a little better shape, which he's working to do. Isaiah Warrior, Anki's got, we call him Anki's. He's a proven guy. Jaron Ely's going to play as a freshman. I'm really pleased with his progress. We got Blue Penniman's going to play a little bit. Snoop Connor's going to play as a freshman. So we got pretty good competition, and we need to really have 3 or 4 ready to go. And I'm pretty confident that we'll have 3 or 4 that Coach Nix feels that he can rotate in and out with.
How do you handle that rotation in practice with so many bodies and guys who do so many different
Yeah,
things?
it's really not a problem because we like to run a lot of plays. They probably wish we had 4 or 5 more, to get a rest. But Derek's doing a good job of managing it. And again, we're running a lot of 2-back sets at times just to give them extra reps.
Seems like the 10 personnel look with both Elijah and Tylen on the field kind of opens up things. Have you liked what you look from putting them on the field at the same time?
Yeah, traditionally, when we first started doing this offense for years, it was 70% 10 personnel. And we've evolved to doing kind of balance with 10, 11, and 20, and even some 12. But we have, we didn't in the spring, but we have now enough, we think, 2 deep to do 10, more 10. And in fact, today's practice, we did more 10 personnel than we had the rest of the camp.
You mentioned Penniman earlier. How's he moving? His mobility and everything?
It's better, yeah. I don't think he's fully at 100% where he trusts it, but he's not wearing a knee brace. He's working himself in shape. He did a pretty good job over the summer, and he's got a natural running ability, but he's got really natural ball skills. And so if he can get in shape and keep working, he can be a guy that can help us.
He looks like he's lost a lot of weight, or I know he was.
Yeah,
listed.
he needed to,
Yeah.
and sometimes he wears black tights to make himself look slimmer, but we really know the truth where he's at. But no, he's a great young man, hard worker, and like I said, he's got some natural ability that can help us.
About DeMarcus Gregory, what do you see?
Same thing.
Right
He
now?
was kind of like Blue Penniman. He's in better shape now. He's 100% healthy. He's had a really solid camp, and he's lost some weight, and he's going to. We're all unproven guys out there, really. Braylon's played a little bit, Sanders, but everybody else is really unproven. And DeMarc is a guy that's going to play for us this year, and I'm pleased with what I see.
Looks like y'all have done some 2 tight end stuff. Are you pleased with the depth there?
Yeah, I think so. It's Jason Peller, when he's healthy, he's a little nicked today, and Cooley. We got 2 experienced guys. Bless you. But yeah, we're gonna put 12, 21 personnel. We're putting on just make sure Memphis is watching this. That we got every personnel group there's ever, and we're repping them all equally. So.
Anything else for Coach?